Hey everybody, this is Minion Soldier, and with this video I wanted to talk a little bit about piracy, because I've said in videos before that I intend to play as a pirate in the Star Citizen universe. Now a lot of people get a little anxious and a little angry about piracy in the Star Citizen universe, and I just want to assure you I'm not like some malicious troll who's going to be putting up videos endlessly, oh, here's so and so, and we caught him in this system, and we boarded his whole sea, and we killed his whole crew, and then we teabagged him and threw him in an escape pod, and then we blew up the escape pod. Haha! Like those aren't going to be the videos that are going to be on this channel. Like my interest in Star Citizen is criminal, but it's going to be more exploring and exposing people to the criminal elements within the Star Citizen universe, looking at methodology, technique, things like that. And so I've set up my account in a very specific way so that when I do put up videos of myself actually pirating in the universe, it's going to be, in a universe that's 90% NPC, 10% player, it's going to be more about ship takedowns, things like that. I mean, when you're PvPing, when you're taking on another player, let's say, you catch another player, you see him, you start chasing him down, and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to pirate this guy. Well, truth be told, that the moment that you decide to do that, the stopwatch starts. Now, is he on TeamSpeak calling out for help while you're chasing him down? Once you got him stopped, if you get him stopped, is he just stalling for time so that he can get his reinforcements out there? You don't know that. You don't know to what degree that you're being exposed to danger as the seconds roll by. And as the seconds roll by, you're going to end up, the variables are increasing exponentially. How far away are those reinforcements? Are they going to be here within 30 seconds or 30 minutes? Who knows? And so in order to survive and thrive in in the world of piracy, you're going to have to come to a conclusion very quickly in those situations where it's going to be like, hey dude, okay, 5,000 credits, you can go about your you can go about your business. Otherwise, sorry, got to blow up your ship. You're going to want to make those exchanges quick and fast and dirty, and you're not going to be sitting around waiting to have some kind of discussion with the person. It's just going to be yes or no, boom. And so I don't really think that those videos are going to be all that interesting to watch. It'd be like, hey, I caught this guy, I got 5,000 credits from him, okay, bye-bye. No, it's not going to be that interesting to watch. And so the videos that I'm going to be putting up, in terms of when I'm doing piracy with my org, those videos are going to be more, they're going to be delayed, they're going to be after a certain time, they're going to be with TeamSpeak turned off, and I'm going to be talking over them and saying, okay, here's how we did it. We brought in the Herald, we jammed the distress transmissions, then we swept in with the Caterpillars and the Cutlasses. The Cutlasses took over Overwatch while the Cutlass went in and took the cargo. Vanguards were sitting out in the distance making sure there was no one coming in to assist this ship in case the distress transmission got out. If we had enough time, we brought in the Reclaimer, we stripped the engines, guns, and power core off the ship, and then we made our getaway. That's going to be kind of like the piracy videos that I would put up, and they would be more methodology based and more just kind of getting across the point that if you're a pirate, you're doing it for profit, and there's no profitability in losing your ship, so it's going to be kind of exposing people to that, and showing people videos how to pirate and keep yourself safe and make sure that you're maximizing your profits without and minimizing your risks. And so there's really not going to be any point to putting up, I think, videos of just pirating players, because all you're really doing is, like, let's say I'm putting up videos where I'm trying to be all cool and shaming people. There's no profit in that. There's nothing to be gained in that. If you start building up all these enemies amongst the player community, then people are going to be looking at you and they're going to be saying, okay, we got to stop this guy, or we got to go and make his life miserable because he got 5,000 credits off me the week before. No, next thing you know, all your jobs are turning into ambushes. It's not going to be profitable, and it's not going to be interesting to watch, and it's going to be very short-lived. And so the way I've kind of built my account is like, because I really want to expose the criminality of the Star Citizen universe, but not so much as expose the players, but expose, just kind of how it all works, and all these sort of, all these NPC missions that you can do, information theft, things like that, all the missions that are more accessible to players within the confines of the UEE, stuff that you can do and stuff that just any average player can do, and kind of dabble in the gray area of Star Citizen without exposing themselves to too much personal risk. And so videos like that are going to be more or less a character that I'm willing to kind of put out there in front of the Star Citizen universe on not a daily basis, but on a fairly regular basis, where I'm going to be showing missions that anyone can do, how you do them, areas where you can go to pick up these missions, different ways that you can trade information, ways that you can hack NPC ships, stuff like that. That's going to be the kind of stuff that's going to be more or less the bread and butter of this channel, and stuff that I'm going to be doing more or less on my own, so where I'm taking on the risk myself, and I'm not exposing other people in my org or whatnot to that same level of risk. And so a lot of the piracy stuff is going to be stuff that's going to be happening in the background. Sure, videos might come out, but they'll come out when they're appropriate, when enough time has passed, so people don't really know where the main pirate org is hanging out this week or last week or the week before. Because I think it would be unfair of me to kind of sit there and say, hey, here's all my cool videos, and I'm exposing all these people in my org to unnecessary risk. I don't think that that's necessarily a good idea and a profitable idea going forward. So a lot of the videos that I'm going to be doing are going to be more or less based on the hacker, the information thief, and stuff like that. Stuff that anybody can do in the Star Citizen universe, even within hopefully the confines of the UEE, and just kind of exploring that. So that character is going to have access to a Xeon Scout, probably, for sure a Herald and a Vanguard. So you're going to have some nice, cool marquee ships to play around with, and within the confines of the Empire, and just kind of more or less explore the nature of the criminal life within the Star Citizen universe. So for people who are more interested in that kind of stuff, then that's going to be stuff that's going to be on this channel going forward once this game fleshes out more and we can really start exploring those things. And so a lot of my videos in the near future are going to be more or less talking, theory crafting, exploring ideas, and discussing, how I see the Star Citizen universe shaping up. And they're not going to be so much about, gameplay, because right now in the state that Star Citizen is in, there's not a lot interesting going on in terms of gameplay. I mean, you can only put up so many videos of the Vanduul Swarm, and at the same time, I can only sit here and make these videos where I kind of opinionate or editorialize on the game so much without actually putting in some gameplay. So I'm going to be kind of trying to find kind of a balance where I'm kind of looking at a lot of the ships that I'm going to be using for piracy in the future. Particularly the Cutlass is going to be one of the ships that I'm going to be looking at in the near future, and just kind of exploring what you can do with a Cutlass in terms of the game now and hopefully in the future, and stuff like that going forward. But I mean, the gameplay videos are going to be kind of difficult to make because there's not a lot of interesting things to explore yet in the Star Citizen criminal universe. Hopefully going forward there will be, but I can't really promise that without knowing what the near term is going to be. So I'd like to thank you for watching the video, and thank you to all the people who have subscribed to this channel and who are watching these videos. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you you stick around and watch these videos going forward, where hopefully as the game fleshes out we can explore these topics together, and we can look at what the criminal life is going to be like in the Star Citizen universe, and hopefully as things become more fleshed out, I can become more informational and more instructional, and it can become less of kind of like theory crafting in your imagination based on the ideals and the topics that are being presented to us by CIG, and more get into the nitty-gritty once things become more concrete. So anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video.